Sridharji and I used to talk about who really is running the Joseph Biden administration, and one of the persons that was hinted at was Susan Rice, and Susan Rice was the domestic policy advisor. Turns out she's being replaced by an Indian American by the name of Neera Tanden. Now, Neera Tanden was denied Office of Management and Budget position in the Senate because the senators, including some Democrats, did not like the way she used to use Twitter to respond combatively. So there is a little bit of an edge in some of her tweets. They didn't like it, but they used that as a reason to derail her appointment as the Office of Management and Budget. That was a very important position. She now becomes the new domestic policy advisor, replacing Susan Rice. Then this puts up the big question. So if Susan Rice is now being moved, will the Biden administration still be remote controlled, or is the Biden administration now going to be completely in the hands of Biden? I mean, this is again an ongoing question whether it is really true or not. But if you look at some of the flip-flops, one day one way, the next day the exact opposite, would give you the impression that, well, somebody else is, being the puppet master. So who is Neera Tanden? Well, Neera Tanden has a law degree from Yale. Before that, she has a Bachelor of Arts from UCLA, University of California at Los Angeles, and she has been a long-term Democrat. Let's take a quick look at her accomplishments. She is the new domestic policy advisor. She has worked with Clinton as well as Obama administrations, and she is replacing Susan Rice. There's a small doubt whether Susan Rice is leaving or is she being asked to quit. Well, be whatever it is, we know now that there is an interesting twist in the way the politics are going to run in White House. So that is one point there. But what is going to be her biggest challenge, Neera Tanden? Next week, Title 42 is going to be lifted. What does that mean? Well, Title 42 prevented asylum for anyone according to US law, and this was brought into effect by Trump, and this actually reduced immigration quite a bit, especially from the southern border. Now, with Title 42 set to leave on the 11th of May or 12th of May, so next week, what's going to happen is there's going to be a huge surge in the southern borders. Now, in theory, only asylum applicants from Venezuela, Haiti, Cuba, and Nicaragua are supposed to be processed. But, in this day and age where the Federal Bureau of Investigation has said that almost 87% of all applicants for refugee status seem to have cooked their records, who knows who's going to be allowed in, who's going to be allowed out. You want to know how many people are expected to come into the United States? 10,000 a day. 10,000 people a day. And this is quite concerning because where are they going to be housed? The southern states are so disgusted with the amount of overflow that they are having that they are busing them to northern states. The northern states are complaining. In fact, they bus them even to an area opposite the vice president's residence. So these things are, politics, because Texas is Republican run, so is Florida. Florida is where most of the refugees from Cuba come. So a lot of stuff is expected to happen. How Neera Tanden is going to navigate through all these things, manage everything, still make Biden looking fresh, smelling of roses so that he can win a second term. These are all the things that we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button